Have you ever found yourself pondering the question, if I'm making money, is someone else losing out? This is an age-old query that many of us have contemplated at some point in our lives. It's a question that often pops up during those late-night philosophical discussions or as a fleeting thought while you're waiting for your coffee to brew. It's a compelling concept, one that makes you pause and assess your understanding of the intricate world of economics. This query is what we call a common misconception, a distorted belief that has somehow managed to weave its way into our collective understanding of economics and value exchange. Many believe that if someone is amassing wealth, then someone else, somewhere, must be losing out. However, the reality of the situation is far more complicated and nuanced than this. Let's explore this idea in depth. Are you ready to journey into the world of economics and blow away cobwebs of misconception? Let's go. Let's delve into this idea and unravel the myth. Let's shine a spotlight on the actual dynamics at play and dispel the fog of misunderstanding. Consider for a moment a hypothetical scenario. You're in a store, holding a product in your hand, contemplating whether to purchase it or not. How did you reach this point? Why are you even contemplating this exchange? It's because you believe that product holds equal or greater value than the cash you're parting with. You perceive a certain worth in this product, and you believe it equates to or surpasses the value of the cash in your wallet. This is why you've decided to make the exchange. This act, this decision to purchase, is the embodiment of a fundamental economic principle, an exchange of values. You, as a customer, provide money, your form of value, and in return, you receive another kind of value, be it a product, a tool, a solution, an experience, or a service. It's a yet profound transaction, one that powers our entire economy. When you willingly over your cash, it's not a random or thoughtless act. It's because you believe wholeheartedly that the product or service on offer will enhance your life in some way. You're convinced that it holds more value than the money in your hands, and that's why you choose to make the exchange. Remember, no one willingly gives away money for nothing. We exchange our hard-earned cash for things that we believe will provide us with some sort of service or benefit. We don't simply throw our money at businesses without reason. We do it because we believe in our heart of hearts that they offer the best product on the market. Now, picture this. You're out shopping and you're presented with an array of options. Do you blindly choose the first one that catches your eye? Or do you painstakingly analyze each one, weighing its pros and cons, and then select one that best suits your needs? Of course, you choose the latter. You opt for the one you believe will be the best fit for you, the one that you think holds the most value. You choose the one you deem most valuable. Wealthy individuals accumulate their wealth by helping others. An enlightened perspective on financial prosperity is to understand that wealth isn't just amassed by taking, but more significantly, by giving. It's a fundamental principle that governs the world commerce. If you're an aspiring business person, you might find yourself thinking, how can I actually build substantial wealth? The answer lies not in hoarding, but in redistribution. Consider this. When you're looking to make money, you need to persuade others to invest in your products or services. You can't impose your will on them. You can't make them buy what you're offering without their consent. This is where the idea of value exchange comes into play. You have to propose a deal that's more beneficial to them than what others are offering. In essence, you're expected to enhance their lives some way. How? By offering products or services that not only meet their needs, but also improve their quality of life. The concept of value for money is key here. People won't part with their hard-earned money for your goods, unless they believe that your goods offer them a value that's higher than the money they're investing in them. Ergo, by making their lives better, you're indirectly enriching yourself. It's a cycle of mutual benefit, a symbiotic relationship of sorts. By enhancing the lives of others, you're adding to your own. And during this process, you're also contributing to the economy by creating job opportunities. You're not just a business person, you're an employment generator, a value contributor. Entrepreneurs are the ones who contribute the most value to the world. They're the pioneers of innovation, the drivers of progress, those who turn ideas into reality. So, Why not consider becoming an entrepreneur yourself? Reflect on all the avenues through which you can enrich the lives of others. Think about how you can make a difference, how you can shape the world into a better place. The goal should always be to discover ways others to serve their interests. By doing so, they'll be more than willing to give you their money in exchange for the value you're providing. You're not just making money, you're making a difference. And that's the beauty of entrepreneurship. The rich don't just become rich by hoarding. The rich become rich by making others rich. In conclusion, it's imperative to understand that the presumption that if one is making money, it is at the expense of others, is erroneous. This skewed perception is a fallacy that pervades our societal understanding of wealth. The simple of exchanging money for goods or services is, in essence, an exchange of values. When you willingly surrender a portion of your money in return for a good or service, you embody this concept. You made a conscious choice because you hold a firm belief that the item or service you are receiving holds equal or perhaps even more value than the money you've parted with. This is not an act of loss, but rather a mutual gain. This exchange goes beyond the surface-level transaction. In this exchange of values, you're enriching your life in more ways than one. You're gaining something that holds meaning to you, potentially enhancing your quality of life. Simultaneously, you are contributing to the upliftment of someone else's life too. One must comprehend that money is not a zero-sum game, where one person's gain is another's loss. Far from it. Every transaction adds value to both parties involved. This understanding is the key to unlocking potential avenues for personal and economic growth. It allows us to perceive money not as an end in itself, but as a tool for value exchange. Understanding this concept is indispensable for both personal and economic growth.